back to season 3 of Community Storytelling. I'm Lissa Kreisler. So happy to have you with us today. Linda Lester, we love you. Lester Square, the flowers are absolutely gorgeous. And Jaco Art House here in Los Gatos. Thank you so much for these canvases. So, Melissa Torrin, I don't know what you're seeing because when I look at the TV screen, it's blank for me. But you're seeing, I hope, Archie, our royal pit bull who's here today. We decided, you know what? Los Gatos is a town of and for furry friends. We got to do a show on our furry friends and furry friends that we can help save and rescue. So we have Archie, who's now taking a snooze. We have 2 Chihuahuas. We have Pia, and we have Rocky. And then we have their mamas. I'm sorry, ladies, you came last in these introductions. We have Kristine Goldberg. You know, yes. I got so thrown with all these dog names all of a sudden.
Well, they're a priority.
And then we have Don Piazza.
Hi.
And I'm so glad to have you. You are from Los Gatos. You live right here.
That's right.
I mean, you have
for 27 years.
Quite the history in Los Gatos. And Lawrence Florings is that your dad's company?
It was my sweet father-in-law's company. He started it 48 years ago. My husband's been running it for 41 years with him. Of course, Larry died only about 4 years ago.
Oh, and you still, and you work in the store.
I do. I have been for the last 9 years.
How about that? When you're not with your dogs?
Yes, that's
right. How many dogs do you have right now?
I have one, and she's a rescue, and her name is Sarah, and she's a mix of Dachshund and Labrador, if you can even picture that.
I know, sometimes we don't want to think back that far.
No, we don't want to think how that happened.
And you nominated your friend Dawn.
I did.
And you said it was the sweetest nomination. I wish I brought it with me to read, but you said this woman works full-time in high tech, and when you're not working, you're not sleeping because you are working to save animals. And you're with this wonderful organization. Tell us about it.
So I started Every Pet's Dream back in 2017, and our goal was just to save as many dogs as we could to find forever and loving homes for them. We have such a need in the community for adopting dogs. So we just try to go and educate and advocate for the dogs that are at risk at the shelter. And that's how Every Pet's Dream was born.
And how did you come up with the name Every Pet's Dream? Because that's a great name.
Oh, well, I had been doing rescue for several years, advocating for dogs and partnering with our local rescues. And it's not easy always to get a dog out of the shelter and into a rescue group because you need foster homes and you need a willing rescue to sponsor those dogs. And so I was in the position to start the rescue, and I went home and just said, we're going to start a rescue. We need more rescues. And I asked my kids, what do you think help a mom come up with a name for what my rescue would be? And they were great. They went and got their binder papers and started sketching out names. And halfway down the page, my son had put Every Pet's Dream. And it just jumped out at me. It was like, that's what we want. We want dogs to live their dream. You know, they just want to be loved and cared for. So.
Right. So how many dogs do you think you've saved?
Oh, goodness. So through the years, hundreds and hundreds of dogs.
Hundreds,
yeah.
So now, I hate to bring it up, but when we have the dogs at the shelters, are they ever put to sleep?
They are.
If they're not picked up, they are put to sleep?
They are. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as no kill. Shelters, they kill either for behavioral issues or medical issues, but dogs can't stay at the shelter. They need the community to step up and help get them out of the shelter. So if they're not adoptable, it's not fair for them to stay there and languish in the shelters.
Well, and what Kristine told me is that not only do you get these dogs to adopt out, you go check up on the homes, you make sure that dog's going to be happy there. That's amazing. You're busy.
It's really busy. We want to make sure that it's the right fit for the adopter. And we want to make sure it's the right home for our dogs because our goal is that the dog is with you forever, for their lifetime.
Forever home.
That's it. Yes. So we really want it to be a forever home, and we want it to work out for both the adopter and the dog. So we have an application process. We like to meet the adopters. We like to let them meet the dogs and sleep on it, and we do a home check to make sure that it's the right environment and that the dog will be safe there. that they don't get out and end up stray or in a shelter again.
And how do people get in touch with you?
So we have a website, and we also have wonderful search engines that folks can look us up. But we're at Every Pet Stream on Facebook as well, and on Instagram.
And then it would be everypetstream.com for our website, or?
We're actually adoptapet.com
Okay.
/everypetstream.
But I know I Googled Every Pet Stream, and it came right up.
Yeah.
It came right up. So that's easy. So get a pencil so you remember to write that down. Every Pet Stream, because I know when everybody sees this, they're going to say, okay, we want a dog, we want a dog. How is it, if you just say you want a dog, and I'll ask you, because you've picked dogs out, how do you know which dog to pick?
For our family, we pick the neediest ones, the ones that won't likely get adopted.
So does that mean the ugliest ones?
Or the ones with behavioral issues.
Yeah.
Our dog isn't good with little kids, and so we just kind of work around that. But we also got her and trained her. And my whole family is into pet rescue, especially my brother. He's actually stolen abused animals from people's yards in the middle of the night because, he felt so sorry for them. So they're not always the most adoptable, but they really come around once they get love and
They turn out
training.
to be the most lovable.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
They know that they're rescued.
They know that
They know it, yes.
They really
They know
do.
they're
Right.
privileged.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
That they were the chosen one.
They do.
Yeah.
They're so gracious, and they are forgiving, and they do. They know that they're loved, and it's really amazing to watch their transformation, because a lot of times they come when they're in the shelter and they're frightened and abandoned and alone and shut down, and they're not exhibiting behaviors that are very pleasing, to the shelter if they're trying to nip staff because
Right.
they're scared. But we find that when we get them home, that they are in a safe place and they know it, they can tell, and they really start to blossom, and it's really wonderful.
And I guess you have a lot of adopt-a-pet events
Yes.
that are combined with Every Pet's Dream. You have them in Los Gatos sometimes, I hope.
Yes, we do, and we've done walks in Los Gatos as well. We love the community in Los Gatos. They are dog lovers for
Yes.
sure. So we head over to the trail and we do a walk at the Los Gatos Creek Trail with our dogs and adopters.
Cool.
So
I know I almost felt guilty that we didn't have a water bowl down here.
Oh,
because,
yeah.
we are in Los Gatos. You gotta have a water bowl.
Here's
It's
a
all
mug.
to the
Right.
side. Yes, we could have put water in the mug. You're right. So let's go over it again in case anybody wanted to grab a pencil. How can they reach you, and what will the process be? How hard is it to rescue a dog?
So like you said, they can Google us, Every Pet's Dream, or they can go to adoptapet.com /everypetsdream. And the process is pretty simple. They can check out the dogs that we have online, complete an application, or they can come to one of our events. We're at the different events at Pet Food Express. And
Probably be having another one again
yes,
at the store.
Kristine has hosted 2 adoption fairs for us at Lawrence Flooring, and those were great hits. Yep, so
Great.
people can come out and check out the animals.
Probably do another one in the fall.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And you guys look so happy. You do. You just look so comfy.
laugh.
Archie got bored with us. Archie
Yes.
took off. That's okay. That's okay. Well, I'm so glad to have you ladies here today. Dawn and Kristine and Rocky and Pia and the Royal Archie, who took off to find the Duchess. I don't know. Thank you so much. So, we got Dawn in here because Kristine nominated her. She went to KCAT.org and nominated her. And it take 2 minutes or something like that?
Yes.
Yes, it's so easy. It's
very easy.
So easy. You got to do it. I'd love to be sitting right next to you. So from all of us here at Community Storytelling, I'm Lissa Kreisler, and thank you so much for watching us on KCAT TV 15.